1 minute was all it took to send the entire internet into a frenzy. Cameras flashed, hearts stopped, and timelines flooded as the queen of Korean drama herself, Song Hye-kyo, was seen stepping out of a sleek black car and walking straight through the gates of none other than Lee Min-ho's family home. That's right, Song Hye-kyo, at Lee Min-ho's private residence. Fans are losing it, and the rumors are now impossible to ignore. Before we get into this jaw-dropping development, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any updates on this unfolding story that's taking the entertainment world by storm. Let's dive right into what happened. It all began earlier today when a local resident in the upscale Seoul neighborhood of Songbuk-dong noticed an unusual amount of security and camera-shy assistants lingering outside a familiar luxury property. At first, no one thought much of it. After all, this was Lee Min-ho's family home, a place already known to attract occasional media attention. But when a luxury sedan pulled up quietly in the late afternoon and none other than Song Hye-kyo herself stepped out, dressed in a simple white blouse, jeans, and oversized sunglasses, the entire atmosphere shifted. Witnesses say she looked calm, composed, and even smiled softly as she greeted the house staff who opened the gate for her. She walked in without hesitation, and the gates quickly closed behind her, leaving the world outside with only one question. Why was she there? Speculation spread like wildfire. Could this be a casual visit? A business meeting? Or is it something more personal? This isn't the first time these two stars have sparked rumors. Over the past few months, subtle clues and cryptic online behavior have led fans to believe that something has been brewing between Song Hye-kyo and Lee Min-ho behind the scenes. They've never starred together in a drama, but that hasn't stopped the public from connecting dots. Last month, eagle-eyed netizens noticed that Lee Min-ho had liked several posts from Song Hye-kyo's recent pictorials, something he rarely does unless there's a personal connection. Then came the now infamous moment at the Baeksang Awards, where the two were seated just a few rows apart. Observers claimed there were brief, stolen glances between them. And now she's at his family home. This is no longer just a coincidence. Let's talk about why this moment has fans buzzing at a whole new level. Lee Min-ho is famously private when it comes to his family. Very few celebrities have ever been spotted at his family residence, and it's considered almost sacred ground among his fan base. So for Song Hye-kyo to not only visit, but to do so in broad daylight without attempting to hide, says a lot. Some believe this was a deliberate move, a soft launch of sorts. A way to ease the public into what may soon become the most talked about couple in Korean entertainment. But there's more. Just hours after the sighting, fans noticed that Lee Min-ho's sister, who rarely posts anything related to her brother's personal life, uploaded a cryptic story on Instagram. It featured a photo of a beautiful dinner setup, candles, wine, and a stunning floral arrangement, with the caption, "A night to remember." The post didn't tag anyone, but the timing couldn't have been more suspicious. Could this have been a family dinner? Could Song Hye-kyo have been introduced formally to Lee Min-ho's family? Insiders from the entertainment industry have started to whisper behind closed doors. A stylist who has worked with both stars revealed anonymously that there have been ongoing private meetings for months, some under the guise of brand endorsements and shared fashion projects. However, this visit to Lee Min-ho's home suggests that the relationship might have progressed far beyond professional boundaries. What makes this even more exciting is the history of both stars. Song Hye-kyo, known for her unforgettable performances in dramas like Descendants of the Sun and Now We Are Breaking Up, has had her share of high-profile romances, but has always handled her private life with grace and strength. Her past experiences have made her cautious, yet fearless in love. On the other hand, Lee Min-ho, the king of Korean romance dramas like The Heirs and The King, Eternal Monarch, has been incredibly careful about his dating life since his earlier public relationship years ago. So for him to allow someone into his most sacred space, that speaks volumes. But perhaps the most touching part of today's surprise isn't just the public shock or social media explosion. It's the growing belief among fans that this might not just be a short-term flame. People are beginning to wonder, could this be the real deal? Could Song Hye-kyo and Lee Min-ho, two of the most beloved icons of K-drama history, be slowly walking the path towards something serious? Something lasting? As reporters scramble for statements and agencies remain silent, fans have turned to analyzing every single moment of today's sighting. The way Song Hye-kyo waved gently before entering, the smiles exchanged at the gate, the relaxed demeanor, as if she'd been there before. Nothing about it felt staged or forced. It felt natural. And that's what makes this even more convincing. An online poll asking fans whether they support the rumored relationship saw over 500,000 responses within 6 hours, with a staggering 91% saying yes. Hashtags like hashtag Song Hye-kyo Lee Min-ho and hashtag visual couple goals are now trending in multiple countries. Even global media outlets are beginning to pick up on the story. Still, some remain skeptical. After all, both actors have had rumors in the past that turned out to be nothing more than fan-driven fantasies. But this time feels different. This time there's evidence. This time there's a pattern. And now, this time, there's a real-life visit to a very private home. The question on everyone's mind now is, what comes next? Will their agencies release a statement? Will they deny it? Or will they stay quiet and let the world speculate? Or perhaps, will there be an official announcement? One source claims that Lee Min-ho has been preparing for a major reveal related to his personal life. Originally, fans believed it might have been about a new drama or film project, but now that theory has shifted. What if the reveal was never about work, but about love? It wouldn't be the first time an A-list couple chose to control the narrative by going public before the tabloids did. And it would make perfect sense. With both Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo being veterans in an industry often riddled with secrets and pressure, they may finally be taking control of their story. Let's not forget, both stars are in a mature phase of life. They've conquered fame, endured heartbreak, built empires, and now, maybe they're ready for something real. Something private, but honest. And what better way to begin than with a quiet, graceful visit to meet the family? It's moments like these that remind us why we love celebrity stories. Not just for the glamour or the headlines, but for the raw humanity hidden beneath it all. Two people drawn together not by scripts or cameras, but by something real. Fans outside Lee Min-ho's home have reportedly stayed respectful, hoping for a glimpse but avoiding chaos. Some left flowers at the gate. Others simply stood silently, holding signs of support. As night falls on Seoul, one thing is certain: the internet will not sleep tonight. And neither will the fans who've long dreamed of this pairing, secretly hoping that these two shining stars would one day find their way to each other. Was today just the beginning? Are we on the verge of witnessing a love story far greater than anything they've portrayed on screen? Only time will tell. But if one thing's for sure, it's this: love has a way of revealing itself, no matter how long it's been kept quiet. And today, in one quiet neighborhood in Seoul, love may have spoken louder than ever before. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe.